Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we have a really cool trailer to bring you. Granted, this trailer is sold, so you guys can't buy this one. However, it's got a really cool setup in it. This is a 2025 Cimarron Stierwalt. So again, set up to be more of that cattle show trailer, but it's got a lot of cool features, not necessarily a cattle trailer. This trailer was actually built for a college ag program. It's getting shipped off to them soon, so it's really cool that we're able to provide this for, you know, a college ag team, stuff like that. And it's a really cool Stierwalt that's probably got some options you guys have never seen on a Stierwalt before. So we'll walk around, show you guys some cool options on the Stierwalt. Up here at the front, we do have our dual side ramps, pretty typical of a Stierwalt layout. So our first side ramp is going to go into our front tack or our front storage room area. Again, we like to set these up to where you're going to have dual access. You're going to have a ramp so you can load your heavy stuff up that ramp. You're also going to have an access door on the opposite side. So again, if you need to quickly get in here, you don't have to drop that big heavy ramp. But nothing crazy up in here. We have our carpeted drop wall, carpeted deck. We have our little calf gate there that is removable, so you can get some heavy stuff up there. But again, that's going to keep some stuff from rolling off. Positioned over here on our right hand wall of our nose, we do have our plexiglass storage tray. So you'll notice as we walk around this trailer, you're going to have plexiglass running in your top two rails. Again, you can pull that plexiglass out on hot summer days. You know, pretty much all summer you're probably going to have that pulled out. So that plexiglass can go right there in that. That way you're not throwing it in a tack room, throwing it on the floor, throwing it in the barn where it gets stepped on, broke, lost. It's always with the trailer and easily accessible. Our opposite side of that, on our left side wall, we always try to throw you guys a hanging rod in somewhere. Again, hanging show clothes, hanging some stuff that you don't want rolling around on the ground. Just some place to hang stuff, keep it a little bit organized. We do have OptiBrite lights above each door, well, I guess each door and the ramp. Behind me on our partition wall, we do have these big oversized utility hooks. They're a little different than like our typical bridle hooks you're going to see on Cimarrons. They're deeper. They kind of make more of a right angle. You can hang your bigger, heavier stuff on there and have it not fall off. And again, carpet behind that to just kind of mitigate some noise for your hauling. Again, keep whatever you're hanging there nice and neat and keep that trailer from getting scratched up from whatever you hang there as well. So we back our way out, you will notice we try to throw head padding on these trailers. They're a little bit smaller than our horse trailers. So we try to keep that head padding on there because you can really knock your head on there pretty easy. If we work our way down a little more, we're going to have our second side ramp, which makes this a nice access into our trailer from the side. We do throw a gate over that just so when you do drop that ramp, if you do have something in this front stall that we have made up, it doesn't just run out over the top of you. You still have that gate, you can check on them without having just stuff run out over the top of you. You get a real good look behind me. We do have our top two plexiglass tracks. Again, super easy to remove this plexiglass. If you have a pocket knife, a screwdriver, you're not going to have to remove anything like you typically would in a horse trailer or a trailer like this where you're removing metal panels to get your plexiglass out, whether it be a panel at the front, panel at the back. No screws needed. They just give you these nice little slits and you can pull it out and slide it in super, super easy. So no tools necessary. Down low, they did opt to do our fold down slats. Again, this is a super cool option because up high you will notice a lot of your airflow is going to be moving through the top half of that trailer. If you're hauling smaller animals, you know, show goats, stuff like that, stuff that's a little bit low pro to the ground, you're going to have the option to fold these slats down and really get that air moving right where your animals are laying or bedding down. We go ahead and we put a bar there as well so they don't have the option, you know, calf stick a leg out, something like that. Again, they're super easy to operate. They're on gas pistons, so if you want to shut them up, you can close them, really kind of keep the heat in there if you need to, or you can keep them folded down and really maximize that airflow. We do have tie outs down low. So again, low ties if you're bedding out. We have high ties if you're, you know, maybe, you know, cleaning up some steers to show, stuff like that. We are on two 7,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles, or not rubber torsion, I apologize, air ride axles. These are the Airflex axles. So again, a really well optioned up trailer for this ag program. We do have our aluminum wheels with this setup. So again, a really great setup. I mean, I know air ride is probably the most expensive option you can add to a trailer, but it is also the most beneficial option. It's going to help your animals haul a lot better. Your truck's going to pull a lot better. When you get to a show, your animals are going to step off that trailer a lot fresher and ready to show a lot better than they would if you're just bouncing down the road on a rubber torsion axle. We're going to come in through our side ramp here into our livestock area. Again, this gate can swing in or out, whatever you guys prefer. You will notice we do have Werm Flooring throughout this trailer, so again, another great option this ag program added. So Werm Flooring, you can bed in this Werm Flooring, you can lay shavings down. We try to situate all our gates. You'll notice all our pin system, our gates are situated about 4 or 5 inches off the ground. That allows you to bed down on top of this worm as well. But the big benefit of this worm is with the setup we have here, all our removable pins, stuff like that, can be pretty tedious if you're running rubber mats to be able to, you know, pull the mats clean, put the mats in exactly how they came out. But again, Werm Flooring kind of eliminates that option, and then it also eliminates any urine getting to that metal floor underneath. So you're never gonna have to worry about that floor going bad, replacing that floor, any soft spots, corrosion, anything like that. So we talked in the beginning a little bit about how this isn't your typical Stierwalt. Typical Stierwalt, you're gonna have a couple of these traveling gates, open trailer, maybe not a traveling gate, maybe a solid center gate. Cool thing they did is they try to make this kind of an all-around trailer for their ag program. They can do about whatever they want to do in the show world with this trailer. We have our traveling front gate. So again, they can take all these pins out and run this as your typical cattle trailer. They have their traveling gate. They can position this anywhere they want in this trailer. If they want a wide open trailer, if they're hauling a bunch of cattle, something like that, they can slide this gate all the way to the front and have a wide open trailer. If they want to slide this gate all the way to the front and have just pins, they can do that as well. So we do have our 60/40 adjustable pin system here in the back. Cool thing about this pin system is I kind of have it set up right now. I have a walkway set up. If I'm only hauling a few animals, I have them set in their big pins. I can walk through here, I can feed, I can check waters, stuff like that. Or you also have your small pins. You can haul a lot of animals in here as well. The cool thing about these pins, with them being adjustable, if you needed to, they run on rubber grommets. And you can set them up as a 50-50 split right here as well. So the cool thing about the 50-50 split is with your two bigger pins, if you're running, calves, stuff like that, you can set these up for bigger animals. If you're running smaller animals, you can set them up on a 60/40, run your smallers on one side, your biggers on the other. Cool thing about it though is the way we set this up, you're probably usually on our Showstar models used to seeing where these gates are going to hinge off the wall. But by making these adjustable, we have to hinge them a little different to where they all hinge off these center posts. Because if you wanted to take the pins all the way out, you'd still have those gates mounted here to the wall. So we set these all up to where you can remove every single post here in the middle, and in about 5 minutes, you can have all these pins taken out and have just your typical Stierwalt set back up again. So really, really cool setup trailer. We are 8 wide, so you're getting a little bit extra room here. We have our low ties down low again, kind of serving as a low tie point if you want to tie out, bed down. More so to keep if you're hauling some calves from sticking a leg out through those bottom air gaps as well. You will notice we have that traveling gate track traveling all the way till about 4 foot back here. So again, if you pull all these pins out, you're gonna have so many options where to place that gate. It's a really cool, really functional setup in this trailer. Opti-Bright lights throughout. And again, as we step out, you will notice we have that head padding as well to keep you guys from knocking your head. We get to the back of the trailer. It is a 50-50 split rear door. It is our livestock type door, no rear ramp, anything like that. But again, good look at that pin system from the rear. Up on the back, we do have a 16-inch LED light, again, giving you guys enough space to load, offload very safely, effectively while it's dark out, maybe early morning, late nights. Plexiglass track on our 2 rear doors. We also knew for 2025 you were going to have backup lights built into your brake lights at no extra cost. That is not an option any longer. You're getting backup lights no matter what. So that's really cool. Cimarron did that. If we step back, you're going to get a really good view. Typically, you are not going to see a hay rack on a Cimarron Stierwalt. But with this program, what they wanted to do is we have a 12-foot sheeted color match hay rack up there. We have our double gates on the back. You won't see that on a hay rack as well. So we did these double gates. They can easily open that up. And typically your floor on like a sheeted hay rack is just going to have, a support frame every 12 inches for loading hay. This is actually a fully floored hay rack. What they're going to do is they're going to haul panels so they can set up pins. So if they go to a show where there's not a place they can, stall their show animals, pin their show animals, they can just go up there, pull their pins down and set up their pins right there at the trailer. So really cool hay rack setup. It's a 12-foot, again, sheeted hay rack. It's a fully floored hay rack. So we can do a lot of cool stuff. We don't just build typical trailers when we work with Cimarron. We build fully custom stuff to fit your ag program's needs. You have a livestock program, your livestock program's needs, your horse program. We can do a lot of cool stuff. Here on our head side or our driver's side of this trailer, it's gonna look really similar. You're gonna have our double plexiglass. You'll notice the easy angle ladder here on the back of our door for easy access up to that hay rack. Something I forgot to mention on the other side, if we get anywhere around that 25-ish foot, again, this is 26 foot on the floor. If we get anywhere over or around that 26-foot mark, we're probably going to tell you guys to automatically throw these turn signals on here, just because you're getting a little bit longer trailer. Those turn signals are really going to help people see that you're trying to get over in traffic. It's going to really kind of make traveling a little easier and safer for you. So we're always going to recommend that. You can throw that on whatever size trailer you want, but usually you get to that 25, 26 foot mark, we're going to automatically recommend that for you guys. We do have our escape or our access door here on our driver's side as well. fold up step for easy access for you guys. Cool thing about this access door is if you are running that door closed, you are still going to have that fold down air gap on that door as well. So we always try to maximize and get airflow just about anywhere we can on a trailer. So move up again, good look from the outside, I guess, of this door to our front tack. Fold up step, window situated there so you can kind of air out this area if you need to. And then again, you can walk right through that side ramp we went through earlier. LED light above that door as well. So move up here to the front. We do have our hydraulic jack down low. This is the overrideable hydraulic jack. Again, anything we get from Cimarron, we are going to option with that override. Just so if your batteries go dead, you guys are not stranded. You have the option to, you know, hand crank this trailer up, hand crank it down. We have our aluminum battery box up here in the corner. We have our battery disconnect, something new that's coming on all our 2025s. It's going to be this RedArc system. Again, that takes what used to be kind of a trickle charge from your truck to your trailer while you were traveling. It kind of takes that and supercharges it. So your battery in this trailer is going to charge up a lot quicker hooked to your truck than it would previously. Also have a really cool option. You can hook a solar panel to this and it just constantly charges your batteries as well. Again, this is an air ride trailer, so you're going to have that air ride option over here. Again, everything is self-contained on this trailer. The number one question we get about air ride is, what do I need to add to my truck to make it work? Again, you guys aren't going to have to add anything. If you option a trailer with air ride, it's all self-contained on the trailer. It's powered off that battery that, again, is continuously charged by your truck. It's a simple operation. You have an on-off button and a raise and a lower position switch. And once you hit that switch to raise, it's going to manage the pressure and everything for you. It's a built-on compressor on the trailer. Super simple, and it does everything for you guys. Now, next to our hydraulic jack is that tire and wheel here. Again, matching wheel, matching tire to the rest of the wheels and tires on this trailer. It's standard from Cimarron. If you get a blowout, get a flat, you're not going to have to worry about, you know, being on a mismatched tire, a steel wheel, anything like that. Work our way up front. Pretty standard stuff up here. We have our B&W 2 5/16 coupler, safety chains, breakaway cable, and then our 7-pin run down to our lighting system. Again, a super, super cool setup. I would challenge you guys to go try and find a Stierwalt with as many unique and as cool options as this one here. We basically took a Stierwalt and a Showstar and melded them together with some horse trailer options on top of it. So it's a really cool setup. If you're interested in this trailer, the stock number for this trailer is 5N241366. Again, it's a 2025 Cimarron Stierwalt Pro Series. This is a really slick setup. If you have questions about options on this trailer, maybe building the trailer similar to this one, or if we have trailers coming in that you can kind of tweak and make your own, feel free to give me a call. Again, my name's Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.